YouTube, man. What's up, man? YouTube. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, I'm him, Giovanni, and this is another episode of my thoughts, my opinions, powered by Smoking Politic with me, honorably refreshing for the world. The world, Craig. The world. Hope everybody out there is having a good week so far, man. We are blessed yet again with another 24 hours, so use yours wisely and accordingly. There shouldn't be nobody out there hating on any man, woman, or child. Why? Because we are blessed yet again with another 24 hours, so use yours wisely and accordingly. And if you still haven't subscribed and hit that bell to my channel and you're on the fence of doing so, it's all right. Check out my playlist. And you can see my earlier content, and you can still see that I'm still pushing the same narrative, and that's positivity and giving belt to ass to the effort. Now, if you haven't caught yesterday's episode of My Thoughts, My Opinions, man, check it out. It's right there, man, on why I stopped supporting Donald J. Trump. I just gave a summary on why I didn't go in depth. So here's one of the reasons, and stay tuned for more reasons later on. Now, you know, I consider myself a Job Corps baby. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't graduate, and that was because of my own doings, not theirs. You know what I'm saying? I got expelled. You know what I mean? It was my fault. This is another thing that just, you know, grinds my gears with this guy, right? So, you know, back in 2005, Job Corps saved my life. I was homeless out there in San Diego from my own doings. You know what I'm saying? I was from couch to couch, backseat car, from people's backseat to backseat. Sometimes in parks like this, sleeping on benches like this. You know what I'm saying? But just in South San Diego. You know what I mean? And, you know, he may never see this, but if he does, man, shout out to you, John Murphy, a friend of mine back in the day. We went to Mary Mesa High School together. He was one of the many people that gave me a roof when they didn't have to, snuck me in when they shouldn't have. And one night, you know what I'm saying, I was watching TV and I seen the commercial for Job Corps, and instantly, boom, I was on it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the time I was 20 years old, coming off the street. Job Corps really saved my life. So imagine, you know, and that was way back then. So imagine what it's been doing ever since then, and before I even heard of Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? And for him to do what the elite's been wanting, because when I was going to Job Corps in 2005 in Imperial Beach out there in San Diego, they were already trying to shut that Job Corps, that specific one that I was at, already down, because there used to be military barracks, Navy barracks back in the day. So the powers that be really wanted us out of there. They wanted that shit for themselves or so, whatever. So for him to just years later to come and do what the elite's always been wanting, because they hate programs like that. You know what I'm saying? They hate programs that's going to provide and do and give away for the people, for the future. They want people to be in a box. They want people to continue to commit crimes. They want people to continue to get locked up, because it's big business for them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us. They don't want fucking future doctors or future contractors or future lawyers. They don't want that. Only in their family, only if their friends' families. You know what I'm saying? They all wanted they want everything in-house. And this presidency is showing me that he's, you know, he only has, like I said in the last one, he probably has a good 10, 15 years, maybe 20 left living. You know what I'm saying? So he's cashing out. He's doing all these favors, backseat, all this. Everything he said he was going to do, he straight reneged. You know what I'm saying? He reminds me of Obama when Obama went in there the first time. You know what I mean? I sat there in the rain, waited to vote for Obama, and everything he done, damn near everything he said he was going to do, he reneged. You know what I'm saying? He brought more lobbyists. I will take all the lobbyists out of Washington. As soon as he gets in, he appoints us. What he appoints? A Wall Street guy for Secretary of Treasury. He lost me then. Then I got fed Obama Deception. Watch that. By Alex Jones. But I know I went off topic. My bad. It's the bud. Shout out to Bent Boys, man. Blue Lobster. 30% THC. Anyways. Yeah, man. So can you imagine how many young men and young women that depend on Job Corps, even the people that work for Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not an easy gig. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Job Corps is like being a teacher at a public school, but on steroids. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got to say too much. I just said what I said. If you can't catch on to what I said, then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Ask for help or something. But, you know what I mean? So those people that, I said that to say this. Those people that go every day and work for Job Corps and deal and have to endure what they endure, you know what I'm saying? I can only imagine how it is in every other Job Corps, because if I seen what was going on where I was at, what they had to endure, and they still came every day and they get paid like shit, come on, bro. Here we go. And that's not a knock at the Job Corps, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, he that boy, he lost me with that, man. So I feel like he's definitely been compromised. His first term, I'll give him that. He wasn't compromised, as you could see. You know what I'm saying? He was so hated. You know what I'm saying? Especially the people that are in bed with him now despised him. You know what I'm saying? And now he's just been compromised, man. And for what he's doing, because check this out. You have, and this is I'm talking to the youth right here. You have till you're 16 to 24 for all assistance. This country provides assistance, but you know, since this president now, he's making sure that's no more. But you have till you're 16 to 24 to get into places like a Job Corps, you know, and other local, state trade program, living programs like that. You have whatchamacallit, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me see if this is still recording. Yes, it is. I had to. My fault, people. And we're gonna keep this shit rolling. Hey, now, out in California, they have, like, I can only speak for California because that's when, you know, I came up at too, and that's when I really experienced stuff like that. I went to Job Corps and I went to CCC, California Conservation Corps. If he's trying to get rid of Job Corps, that is not safe either. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure to the elites, places like that, that's for the people, that's for the future. You know what I mean? And when I mean for the future, I mean for the generation, the younger generation, the lost ones. That is, that's the last beacon of hope right there. And people and stuff like that, programs like that, that's like a gnat at a barbecue for the elites. It's annoying for them. You know what I mean? They don't want that. They feel like that money should go to something else that they got going on to fit their agenda. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what he's doing this presidency, man. And then everything he's doing, like the whole world held their breath when Elon was talking about the Epstein files. How come he hasn't dropped it? He said as soon as he gets into office, he's going to release them. Why he hasn't released them? And all of a sudden, you go and do this shit after you were sold your whole campaign, both campaigns, all three campaigns, my fault. You were anti-war, especially in the Middle East. And then you go bomb the shit out of fucking Iran. You know what I'm saying? And you bent over and arch your back for Bibi and his goons. And I have to say this again, like I said in the last episode, check it out. If you have been on why I stopped supporting Donald J. Trump, I give a summary about it and that. I don't go more in depth in it. I'm going in depth with one topic right now. So tune in for more. I will. Damn, this bug got me hot. But yeah, man, check that out. He's definitely been compromised. He's definitely been compromised, and it's just obvious, bro. It's obvious. He sat there and bombed the shit out of Iran, I feel like, to take the focus on the Epstein situation. For him to, weeks later, to be like, after he done bombed them, oh, they got nuclears, they're not supposed to, and now you're trying to give them billions of dollars to start a nuclear program. Like, what are we doing out here? Am I the only one paying attention to this shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like I said in the last one, I feel like I messed up by becoming woke. I messed up by paying attention because I care about this shit that's going on, bro. A lot of people be like, oh, why do you care? It doesn't affect you. Yes, the fuck it does. And I could give a fuck about me. I'm thinking about my great grandkids. I'm thinking about my grandkids. I'm thinking about my kids. When I'm no longer here, they are still here enduring all that. I'm thinking about the rest of humanity, not just mine. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's so selfish to be like, oh, I don't care what's going on. And it affects you because the people that scream that, they're going to be the first people that are going to be screaming for help and when the shit hits the fan, because those are the people that are going to get blindsided by shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but so what he did to the Job Corps of America's situated that was for the people, man. That was being a Job Corps baby, even though I got expelled, but that's because of my fucking actions, not Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? You know, that Job Corps I went to in Imperial Beach, I don't know, I can't speak for any other Job Corps, but that Job Corps, it helped you, whatever trade you completed, it helped you find a job within that trade. And in some cases, a lot of cases, they help you find housing, room and board on top of that, man. You get what I'm saying? Why these elites hate Job Corps on top of that? They're like, oh man, you finding them working their trade and room and board? Man, we can't hear it. But look at these elites. They setting up programs for freaking PDFs, chomos, that violate kids and women. When they get out, they get a spot to live and they get jobs. But you know why they look out? They look out for their own, because the most of the elites and people that earn power are chomos. They like little kids. They violate women, so they got to look out for their own. Pay attention. You ever notice why? And I'm gonna end it off with this. You ever notice why there's harsher penalties for people that sell drugs versus PDFs and chomos and people that R-word women and kids? You know that? Pay attention. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? That should be castration right off bat. That should be automatic death penalty. It would stop everything. But that's another topic. There's been another episode. You know, I feel like we should do a petition, man. You know what I'm saying? Free Job Corps, man. Save Job Corps of America, man. Because that right there, if they get away with that, that's the beginning and the end. And let me say this. Oh my God, I would have been mad as hell if I forgot this. I say this. I'm gonna throw this number out there. I feel like 55%, and I'm being nice right now, 55% of Trump's core cult following in Trump America and Trump country and rural America and all the Appalachians and all the mountain areas, everybody knows what type of people I'm talking about. I love and care about you too, even you if you hate me and despise me. You're my fellow American, you're my fellow human being. I love you within reason. If you're not a PDF or undesirable, I love you. You may not love me back, but let me say this. He does not care about you neither. You know why? Let me break it down. Because 55% of Trump country, Trump fanatics, depend on what? EBT and Social Security. I dropped the mic.
If you really think about it, man, it always really been divided, especially when it come to us. You know, I'm just gonna speak the truth. You know what I mean? So, and then we don't help.
That's all I want you to do on here is speak your truth.
Exactly, bro. Smoking and politicking with Giovanni, boy. Yeah, man. But